Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So before we begin this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you get notified of any new videos that come on board. Hit the like button. This video is going to be on the power of thinking. The power of thinking. I'm just letting it soak in because it is something that I've touched on before, but I'm going to expand it a little bit. If you have any topics that you want me to go over, I'm going to give you my opinion on, put it in the comment section. Or if you want to connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram at Back on Basics, on X at Carlos AFJR. So again, Oxy, never mind, on X at Back on Basics. I keep on forgetting that I actually got that moniker. So, all right. So the power of thinking. The power of thinking is essential to our survival. The power of thinking helps you get from no motion to strategic, slow motion, to full motion, which includes velocity, determination, and your eye on the goal. It's not simple to do, but you can actually do it little by little. And remember, I've been talking to you about not moving forward means you're moving forward, even if it's a meter or a millimeter. That's moving forward. You have to understand that things add up. Believe me, things add up. Is the power of compounding. I've said that before. If you do a half of step moving forward, another half, that's one already. And then if you do a half and another half, that's 2 steps already. Again, the power of compounding will help you get to where you want to get to. The thing is, right, the power of your mind, the power of your mental capacity. That's very important. You have to have a balanced mind and a balanced body to optimize what you want to do. I mean, you can still move forward. I'm not saying if your mind is not balanced or if your body's not balanced, you can still move forward. But if you want to be optimized, to be in the here and now, to be focused in the front, right? To use your support system, to adapt when your support system, tells you, gives you advice, to use your village to connect to your village. So that way you can go back on basics. So, I mean, it's remarkable. I mean, like I said before, I was born in El Salvador. I came here when I was 9 years old. I think it was 82, 83 that I came here. A year after my dad came here to earn money so that way he can bring my mom, my little brother, and I. And so, it's amazing that changing environment and having more opportunities can sometimes overwhelm you, can sometimes make you feel like, I don't know what I want to do. And that's one of the things that I want you to understand, that if you have a balanced mind and a balanced body, you are going to be here in the present. You are going to be here in the present because you'll be able to make the decisions that you need to make. So that's the power of your mind. Your mind is a supercomputer. I've said that in a few videos, past videos. Your mind is a supercomputer. It processes even when you're asleep. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't stop. When it stops, you stop. And again, and it's amazing how intricate it becomes from when you're conceived, right, to when your mom carried you inside, to when your mom gave birth to you, when your parents brought you up, or a parent, or a surrogate parent, or somebody raised you. Psychology says that if there's a set of twins that are born, as soon as they're born, even though they're identical twins, they're still different. I'll tell you what. So let's say there's a set of twins. Twins, let's just call them twin boys, just to be simple. Identical twins. So the first one is born, guess what? At 8 o'clock, let's say. So the baby's born. He's taken to the bassinet. He's been washed and cleaned. He's swaddled, right? And then the baby's brought to the mom and put on her chest, so that way she can so they can have a bonding moment. I mean, your olfactory senses are like, you know, when when you're less than an hour old, you're just soaking everything in. I mean, I wish I had, and I do have the mental capacity. I just don't know how to unlock it. The mental capacity to go back to the first hour when I was born, so that way I can feel I can smell things and feel my senses and start to realize that I have appendages, you know, fingers and hands and toes and everything. Your mind is already working at conception. I mean, it's being built. The little neurons that are connecting, right? The more you use your mind, the more you optimize your mind, the more you'll be able to focus and get to where you want to get to. Look, for the years, I could have started this YouTube channel, I think like 4 or 5 years ago. I said, I'm going to start the YouTube channel. I'm going to start back on basics on YouTube. I'm going to start back on basics on YouTube. But the thing is, I didn't have the drive. I didn't feel like I was an expert enough to get you to where you want to get to the options that you want to see, to the answers that you want to get. And so at some point I had to say, there is no end point. I mean, there is, right? There's a book called Bookends, where one bookend is when you're born, one bookend is when you're gone. And so in between is what you do with it. It's all blank until you start writing it out. I know that there's some religions that say that there's energy, karmic energy, there's different things that affect the way you are and who you are and how you get to where you're at. So, but at the same time, just think about that. Bookends, right? Here's a book, the beginning, and then you start, and then here's the end when you pass. And so you have an amount of years. And again, you don't know how much, right? I'm 48. You know, my dad just passed about 2 months ago at 70. And he was to me, he was the greatest of all time. You know, he did. He supported us. My mom supported us. You know, we became a tight-knit unit of 4, and then we expanded. And it's like, man, 70 was young for him. I wish I would have had him. My grandmother, his mother, passed at 89, and she was a smoker. But again, different things, different places to live, different things, different diet, different everything. And so your mental capacity, your mind, is what a lot of times drives where you're at, how you're going to do things, in what relations are you going to do things. For example, a year ago, again, I lost a lot of weight. I went from 265. Right now I'm at 213. I mean, I've eaten a little bit. 213, and so, but I feel healthier. I have more energy. my muscles are a little bit tighter. I mean, and I'm not slouching as much. I'm not snoring. I don't have acid reflux like I used to, like consistently throughout my adult years, when I was like 260, 250, 265. I mean, that is here. My mind had to be convinced that I just needed to make an adaptation on my diet, my exercise, and the way that I live. And it's happening. And I'm going to get to 210, and I'm going to get to 200, and I may even go to 185. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And so that's something that I want to make sure that I look. My apologies. My camera has turned purple. I don't know why, but I'm just going to do about 2 or 3 more minutes. Bear with me. I apologize to all of you. Subscribers, 143 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. The people that subscribe but have not subscribed but watch the videos, thank you very much for doing that. So again, your mental capacity is very important. You need to get to a point where your mind is sharp. Your mind can take small steps or can take a number of steps. And the thing is, it's up to you. You can do that. You can mold your mind to get to a certain point where you optimize everything. Believe me, you can. There's a lot of different things that can optimize everything. Sleep, exercise, eating habits, right? Recreational activities, making sure that you're taking, if you want to take vitamins. So make sure that you have a good mind-body balance, because a lot of the times it is you who decides when you're moving forward. It is you who decides when you're staying still, and it's you who decides when you're moving backwards. And again, you want to be moving forward. You want to be the one that's successful. You want to be the one that will do what you want to do. So, I said it was going to be a short video. I made it a little bit shorter because I don't want to be talking to you in purple, but it is what it is. The first 10 minutes are fine. You can still hear me. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You are the only one can decide when you want to move forward. You are the only one that can reach your goals. Yes, you will need help from your village. You will need help from your support system, but you ultimately will reach those goals. So, get to it. Even if it's a small step, get to it. Even if it's a full step, get to it. You're moving forward. The definition of moving forward is velocity heading in the forward direction. So you want to make sure that you're moving no matter how big or how small. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Again, right? The power of the mind. Till next time, it's not going to be this purple at the end. Back on Basics.